My people, for the past few weeks, social media has erupted with Nigeria must go. That is from Ghana. And I must say that I was in Ghana for over a month and I didn't see any chaos on the streets. I didn't see anybody's shop getting burned and all of that. This video that I'm going to make, I know I'm going to get a lot of slack for it, but the thing is, I didn't come on social media to be popular. There were so many videos before I came on social media that causes a lot of divisiveness amongst the Black community. And there's enough of that. I came on social media to sow a seed of unity because I believe in the power of words. And if you leave it to be controlled by people that are negative and divisive, it's going to fester. And what is not reality will become reality. I came on social media so that I can sow some seed of unity and love amongst Black people. With that being said, the whole Nigeria must go. Here are my thoughts on this situation. Yes, some Nigerians have been involved in crimes in Ghana. Crimes in Ghana have been rising. And yes, some Nigerians have been involved in fraudulent activity, prostitution, internet fraud, kidnapping, and all kinds of crimes. Yes, some Nigerians have been involved in that. My problem is it only Nigerians that are committing these crimes? When you keep on hearing one nationality that is connected to crime, your mind starts to tell you that they are the main problem. And that is how perception becomes reality without any hard evidence. I would say it doesn't have hard evidence because Ghana does not penalize crime based on passports. Ghana penalizes crime based on the individual. So where is the data to show that it is Nigerians that are committing majority of the crime? Because as you have Nigerians that are committing crime, you also have a lot of Nigerians, a huge percentage of Nigerians that are hardworking people and that are contributing to the economy. They are in business, they are in shops, they are teaching, they pay their taxes, and they are actually helping us build Ghana in peace. For every Nigerian that is committing crime, there's a countless Nigerians that are doing good. So the question is it fair to say Nigeria must go? The reason why I say that is there are other nationalities in Ghana that are committing crime. So for instance, recently, there's this drug epidemic that's been happening in Ghana that was linked to India, to Indians that are bringing this pill that is called red. But with all that, I didn't hear India must go. Now, let's break it down as well that you have Lebanese in the country, first of all, are very, very disrespectful, that are business owners that really look down on Ghanaians, pay them really bad wages. Or allegedly, some of them have been involved in criminal activities like money laundering. They are not paying their taxes, they are dodging, they are bribing our officials, and they are on the upper echelon of things. I'm not hearing Lebanese must go or Syrians must go. I'm not hearing Indians must go. Let's not forget the Chinese. The Chinese that are aimed and very popular in Galamsey that has ruined our waters. I'm not hearing Chinese must go. I'm not hearing the outrage. I hear people upset with Chinese, but it hasn't been with that tagline, Chinese must go. So I hope that I'm building something here. Here's what the Minister of Foreign Affairs had to say about it. I'm very happy because they had to kill this thing from the get-go and solve the real issues and solve the real problems. Because whether you guys like it or not, Africa is going to unite. Africa is going to unite. There's a program for this that it might hit by 2063. We are just sowing seed of unity for the youth and the children to have these videos to hear. But Africa, whether some of you like it or not, Africa is going to unite. But here's what the foreign minister of Ghana had to say about this.
It is also important to emphasize that we have agreed that we will deepen our community-to-community engagements. We are conscious of our history, that even though we have a historical background with a lot of ethnic groups having the same heritage and antecedents. You do know, for example, that the Ewe people migrated together with Nigerians sojourned in Ile-Ife and continued to the Gold Coast. The Gans have a similar story. So we have very interesting anthropological antecedents, which shows that we are one people. But regardless of that, there have been times in our history where we have had skirmishes. You remember the Aliens Compliance Order, which saw a number of so-called foreigners being removed from Ghana. And then you also recall Ghana Must Go in 1983, where over 1 million Ghanaians were forced out of Nigeria. So we are conscious of that history, which should guide all of us, that if these things are not managed well, it could take us back to certain dark occurrences in our history. That is why we have been demonstrating a lot of maturity and asking that we douse the flames, we show compassion, we should remember that we are one people. Let's always remember that Ghana, as the headquarters of Pan-Africanism, what Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the founder of our country, taught us is that we should ignore artificial boundaries. We are one people. And let us always remember that there is a bigger goal, a bigger Pan-African agenda where we want to form an all-united states of Africa.
Like I said before, I came and I saw with my own two eyes that there were not tires burning on the streets and people with placards everywhere urging Nigerians to be deported. And it speaks to how the government of President John Mahama was able to rise to the occasion. President Mahama and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu are like brothers.
What's so funny is that a lot of the people that have opened social media pages, a lot of them that are coming on TikTok lives and stuff, don't even live in Ghana. They are Ghanaians living abroad. How would you feel and how do you feel when white people tell you that go back to Africa? How do you feel when you've done nothing wrong? Some Ghanaian in Croydon committed a crime, all of a sudden Ghanaians must go. How do you feel about that? And how do you feel when in America certain groups are marginalized, like what's happening to the Mexicans right now, what's happening to the Hispanic community? How does that feel where you marginalize a sect group of people to feed into some people's tribe? Look, there are concerns that crime rates it's going high. There are concerns. And I believe that the system and the police have to deal with it. We need to put the pressure on the police to arrest these criminals. You don't put the pressure on a nationality or a country. You put the pressure on the police that they need to arrest these individuals. If you feel like a lot of Nigerians are partaking in prostitution, hell, get the police to go arrest those prostitutes. But the funny thing is that don't be surprised that the police are the customer. If the police is the customer of the prostitutes, who is the problem? Is it the person that has come to commit crime or the person that is supposed to penalize crime being involved in crime? When it comes to the rising crime in Ghana, this is what I believe. These are just my opinion. If you don't like it, you can just scroll. But when it comes to crime in Ghana, this is how I believe that it must be dealt with. 1, target criminals, not passports. I'll repeat, target individuals that are committing crime, target their network. If you feel the Igbo king has a network of criminals, investigate him. People think that this Igbo king, someone put up a picture where there is and there can be some truth to it. After all, P. Diddy allegedly had a crime ring. It's possible that the guy that came and sparked all the debate of Igbo king under the guise of a business owner might be doing some criminal activities, and that is very, very possible. So how do you deal with that? What you do is you investigate the Igbo king, and if he's doing those things, let the courts deal with him. But don't demonize a whole group of people because of a few bad nuts and what they are doing. That's my problem. So 1, target criminals and not passports. The second thing, there must be tight immigration. The immigration officers need to stop taking bribe. They need to make sure that the people that are coming in with the right documentation. But a lot of these people are for sale. You can pay your way through. Some of these people allegedly are for sale. What you need to do is you need to tighten immigration and pay attention to who you are allowing into the country. And the same thing at the airport. People are coming in as business owners. I know that the Nigerian might come by the border because they are driving, but the Chinese man also coming through the gates at the airport, he too must also be scrutinized. The Indian man must be scrutinized. The Syrian, the Lebanese man must be scrutinized. I just don't want to have this blanket statement against a particular nation. No. Scrutinize everybody, scrutinize every criminal, scrutinize them. If somebody is doing something that is not right in the country, arrest them. Now, the third thing that I'll suggest the Ghana government to do, release the real crime statistics and data so that we will live in realism and not perception. If these TikTokers and these social media people believe that 90% of the crime that goes on in Ghana, then release the data and let us see that it is true and it is fact. So that when we come online, we know what to defend and we know what to speak against. We have to build Ghana-Nigeria dialogue. I'm very impressed with what the foreign minister did, what Ghana is doing. On my next video, I'm going to give you analysis of what happened when Ghana did Nigeria must go. Now, this is a statement to the Nigerians. Nigerians, I'm not here to come and talk for you. That's not what I'm here to talk for you. I'm not a defender of Nigerians. I'm a defender of Black people worldwide. Now, Nigerians, if you are going from country to country and every country is giving you as a red flag, it comes to a point where you have to look within yourselves. You have to look within your system. Is it that there's so much chaos that goes on in Nigeria that is overlooked by the officials that people take those habits to other countries? Is that what it could be? But I have hope because I am in America. I'm in the United States of America. And I'm surrounded by a lot of Nigerians. And I'm not seeing any of this crime because the system works. The system will catch you. If you mess up, the system will catch you. So everybody falls in line. And that is how we have to build our systems in Africa instead of turning on each other. Because look, what is bringing the true problem is lack of employment, poverty, lack of infrastructure and education. This is what is affecting the crime rate to go higher. So we need to put pressure on our officials to fix the root of the problem. If we let this become a Ghana versus Nigeria, we all lose because the real enemy isn't nationality, it is crime, poverty, and corruption. Let's fight the problem, not each other. Let's protect Ghana and African unity. We are one people and we will be divided only if we choose to be. This is the Afritude movement.